you talk shit, fuck them. If everybody likes you, you have a serious fucking problem. And this is one of the issues I had when I was trying to come up. I was trying to build, and I was early on in my stages of my career, my industry, because I was trying to please everybody. And it's like, if you try to please everybody, you try to make everybody else happy, two things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to fail flat on your face. Number two, you're going to lose your sense of happiness because you're trying to please everybody else. If you're making everybody else happy, you're not going to be successful. That's a straight road to failure. And, you know, one thing that used to bug me out is there's two situations. Number one, when I used to be really broke, you know, when I was trying to pay bills, pay my rent, you know, when I had a baby boy to take care of, when I had to take care of, you know, my girlfriend, and I wasn't making ends meet, it was like, there's options, right? There's options to take shortcuts, and there's options to take the stairs, right? And we all know that there's no elevator to success, as they say. So when there's options in business, and there's options in relationships and people and dynamics where you can take these shortcuts, it's very tempting to take these shortcuts and think that you can take them, because look, you can build fast. Anybody can build fast. Anybody can make money real fast. Making $1 million does not impress me. You know, my mentor has always told me, look, Austin, it's not about, number one, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how you make your money. And number two, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how long can you hold that income. How long can that success last? You know, anybody can reach the top, one hit wonder, but how long can you stay on top, right? And I feel like in this society, people try to take shortcuts. And, you know, we're in Dubai right now, and there's a lot of tall-ass skyscrapers out here. We have the whole city skyline right now. And we have the Burj Khalifa right there. And that's the tallest skyscraper in the world. And my mentor told me, Austin, look, when you're building your business, when you're building your success, when you're building whatever it is you're doing, you know, in today's society, I don't care if it's e-commerce, whether it's network marketing, forex, whether it's traditional business, brick and mortar, whether you do whatever it may be, you got to understand that you will not go anywhere when you try to break other people down. You cannot build the tallest building or the tallest skyscraper in the city by trying to tear everybody else's down. And it's like people will try to tarnish people's names and throw shade on people's names to build up their own success, and that's not the way to do it. And I see a lot of it out there in today's society. It just comes from a sense of lack of security. The only reason why people talk shit, and the only reason why people will talk down, is their lack of security in themselves. And here's the issue. You got to understand this. This is something very key that once I understood, and my own confidence in this, it took me to a whole new level. When you start to elevate, when you start vibrating, when you start to come up, when you start to make money, you start to become successful, people will not fucking like it. Look, your friends, your homies, a lot of the people around you, you know, it's not the enemies you have to watch, it's the people around you in your circle sometimes you got to watch, right? And people want to see you do good, just not better than them, right? And when you start to come up, what happens is it'll start to expose people's lack of confidence and their insecurities in themselves. And they don't fucking like that, because, look, here's the crazy part. Look at Nipsey Hussle. Why did Nipsey get killed in his own hometown? Why did XXX get killed in his own hometown? You know, you see a lot of these rappers getting killed in their own hometowns, and people can't really understand it, but the real fact is, these rappers don't get killed. People don't get killed when they're in random places. You know, if Nipsey moved to fucking Denver, Colorado, if he moved to New York City or moved to Miami, yeah, he still has haters, but these people don't know him. They don't know the old him. People in LA knew who Nipsey was. They didn't fucking like how Nipsey came up. They can't understand. I'm even scared to go back home, because the people that I once grew up with, you know, growing up in the streets and growing up with people I went to math class with, to summer school with, these people are looking at me and they're like, how the fuck is Austin out here living this lifestyle, and I'm still stuck here working at fucking Burger King? I'm still stuck here trying to figure out how to pay my bills. When you start elevating the people that you grew up with, they're gonna hate you the most, because they know you for who you were. They were there on the come up, and they're stuck questioning, how did they come up and I'm still here? And that leaves them with a different taste in their mouth. Doesn't sit well with them. So understand this. The people that love you are going to talk about you for 2 hours a day. The people that don't like you will talk about you for 4 hours a day. Embrace your haters. Haters simply means having anger towards everyone reaching success. And in this journey, you got to be able to play the game of politics. You know, you got to be able to play politics. You got to be able to play smart. You got to be able to play your cards right and play off of that. And I think that one thing in business, a lot of people will get, thrown shade at. They'll take hits. And, I think when people are building, it's one thing, even in my business, people only hate what they can't control or compete with. So don't let that affect you. Time always exposes all. In my business, when people leave my team, when people quit my team, when people do certain things and move differently, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, time will always expose. Inconsistency in time, everything will come to light. So, when people come into my business, I love them. When they leave my business, I love them. And always go straight to the source. We live in a society today where, he said this, she said this shit. Go straight to the source. That's why I hate texting about shit. I don't like being in text battles. Everyone is like 7'4" in text messaging battles, or when it comes to the internet. Go straight to the source. Handle like a professional. Handle like a grown man, a grown woman. And even when it comes to mentorship, when it comes to business, cut out the middleman. You go to the top 1% of whoever it may be. That's one of my secrets to success. I don't go to, just if I want to learn how to play a sport or do something, I don't go to, the kid who went to a D2 college and started on the team and he did all right just because he was playing varsity basketball. No, I'm going to go study the best of the best. And when it comes to that, go to the cream of the crop. Study the best. Go straight to the source. My mentor told me something a couple months ago that really shook me. He said, Austin, what angers you conquers you. Very important. Be very careful with how you expend your energy. Be very careful with how people can get to your energy. Whether it's the people that are talking, whether it's the people that are hating, whether it's the people that are out there taking shots, or even in business, people trying to move funny. People will act funny about money. I think one of the most important parts is to understand how to protect your energy. And a lot of people out there, they're just expending their energy, just going out there and just giving it away as if it's just, a liability, not really an asset. I feel like at the end of the day, regardless of what you're worried about, people are going to try to bring you down. Whatever your focus is, you're doing good. You look at Gandhi, you look at Mother Teresa, you look at Martin Luther King, look at John Lennon, look at Bob Marley. These people in history got literally shot, and they were doing some of the most good in mankind for other people. They were giving, they were always helping somebody else. But at the end of the day, you got to realize, you got to protect your own energy. Self-help helps self to help somebody else. So it's good. Whenever you feel that way, it's good to take a step back. It's good to make sure your energy is right. And, what you say about somebody else says a lot more about you than somebody else. Does that make sense? So if there's always a common occurrence, for example, if you own a business and it's always this employee, that employee's fault, or you fire that employer, if you're in a relationship and time again, it was that girl's fault, or she was this way, another girlfriend, she was that way. If there's a common occurrence, if I'm hiring an employee, right, and I'm asking about their previous endeavors with other jobs or other companies, and they're like, well, I stopped working for this company because, the boss in this, and, that company, and that. If there's 2, 3, 4 scenarios where it's always somebody else's fault, there's a common occurrence of where seems to be something wrong with this person. This person's the cancer. So, I don't know, that kind of translates into the fact of, always take blame. Always take the blame and give the credit. I see so many people in today's society always trying to take credit, not only for shit that isn't theirs, but also just for the recognition. I forget who it was. I think it was General Patton said, or I forget who it was. He said, great things happen when you don't care who gets the credit for them. Give the recognition away, man. People will go to war for money, but they'll die for a ribbon. It's fucking crazy, man. Take care of your people, bro. Take care of the people around you. Stay loyal to them. The ones who are loyal to you, stay loyal to them. And be very careful with who you allow into your circle. Just because somebody can bring more money in, just because somebody can bring more assets to the table, just because somebody's intelligent or has resources, doesn't fucking matter. Because be very careful with how you fuck with your energy. One rotten apple coming into your inner circle could fuck up the whole energy, the whole entire vibe, and just really just crush everything. Be very careful, man. Careful how you move. It's not about building. I'd rather build slow to build fast. Everyone out here wants to build fast, build fast, build fast. They want the money now, 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 now. We live in such an instant gratification mindset where people want everything right now. This microwave mindset. Have that crock pot mentality. That crock pot mentality, right? People put a TV dinner in the microwave. 90 seconds, they're done. They're eating their food. When you put the potatoes, the carrots, the stew in the crock pot, it takes a day or two to cook your meal, but it tastes. How much better does a crock pot cooked meal by grandma taste than a little fucking TV dinner from Walmart? You see how that correlates success? So these are just things that I would tell myself, man. Take time, be patient, man. Anthony Robbins said some shit. He said most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a year, but underestimate what they can accomplish in a decade. Wow, man, is that a crazy quote? And for those who are coming up on the come up, this is one thing that fucked me up. Learn from my mistakes. I'm not sitting here talking like I'm big, I'm bad, and you know, by no means. I'm exposing myself of the fuck ups, the failures that I've made. You know, my mentor said, Austin, look, the only reason that I'm great is because I stand on the shoulders of giants. You know, smart people, they learn from their mistakes, right? Dumbasses keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over and over again and expect a different result. It's a definition of insanity. But geniuses learn from other people's mistakes. That's how you compress time frames. Yes, it's important to learn from your mistakes. Yes, it's important to learn from your failures. That's a key to success. But it's more important that you learn from other people's mistakes and compress those time frames and not make those fuck ups. That's why reading books, having mentors. Anthony Robbins, he said, when you're broke, you ponder. When you're successful, you party. So when you start getting it, whatever it is, you know, the definition of success is, you know, the idea of moving towards a common goal. But whatever success is to you, happiness, money, paying mom's rent, you know, fucking saving the whales, building churches in Africa, feeding the homeless, whatever your definition of success is at the end of the day, just understand that when you get it, work 10 times harder than you did getting it. Because as fast as God can give you something, bro, he can take it away 2 times faster. Stay fucking humble, bro. Don't ever get too big for the little things because you become too little for the big things. Answer every phone call. Take every text message. You know, I see motherfuckers out there, and when I say this shit, these are my mistakes I made. This is why I'm able to say this shit. I'm not some fucking czar and some mentor. I'm not a guru. This is just mistakes that I've made, what I've learned from other mentors. Don't get too big. People start making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and they think they're the fucking shit. You know, Gucci shoes, Louis Vuitton wallets, private jets. That's all cool and all. You know, exotic cars. You know, bottle service, 5-star fucking hotels. And trust me, yeah, we love this lifestyle. This is what we work hard for, to enjoy ourselves and to live, you know, and live good and have our team here with us and to take care of our parents and retire. I'm telling you what, when I retired my mom, that was the best fucking feeling of my entire life. And I wish for all of you to have that feeling. But don't ever get too... There's a difference between confidence and cocky. Confidence is when you know your shit. Look, the more you sweat and practice, the less you bleed in war. I'm telling you what, man. It's all this shit behind closed doors. Don't think every power move needs to be blasted or posted on social media. Look, don't worry about it. Time will expose all. In 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking years, all the Instagramming, tweeting, posting, we'll see who's really just posting and Instagramming and tweeting about it and who's actually about it. It'll all come to light. Don't worry. I'm telling you what, man. The reason why I've been able to have a little bit of success in my life, I'm nowhere close to where I want to be in life. It's because of all of the time that no one saw. All of the grind where no one saw, the sleepless nights, the early mornings. Look, the average American works 8 fucking hours a day. And I'll tell you what, the average American working in a 9 to 5 cubicle, you know what's crazy? A fucking jail cell is actually bigger than a fucking cubicle in corporate America. And people who sit there on their desktop reading emails at the water fountain, I read, it was like Wall Street Journal or Forbes, they said the average American works 8 hours a day, but they're actually working 2.3 hours a day of constructive, productive work, actually applying focus of what they've learned, going all in. The average multi-millionaire works 13.5 hours a day. You know what? You know, you want to come home, hang out with the dog, watch Netflix and chill, hang out with your friends, go to Taco Tuesday, Wasted Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, watch the Warriors game, you know, watch the NBA draft, play a little Xbox. That's cool and all. People, I had a long day at work, you know? Yeah, so do a lot of fucking people out there who change the fucking world. You know, every hour you invest over 8 hours is an investment in your success. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's what you do with that time. It's what you do with the time you think you don't have that makes you successful or unsuccessful. I'm telling you, man. Fuck.